Namaskar, hearty welcome to you all to today's episode of Sitar Learning Essentials. As you know, in the ornamentation series, we are discussing about various techniques, various ways of embellishments. After Karnswar, Khatka, Murki, Ghasit, Krintan, etc. Today we have come up with another very important and essential aspect, which is SPARSH. This is the sitar technique. As we discussed, there are various ways to achieve Karnswar. So this is another sitar technique by which we can achieve Karn. Not only that, we can use in other various stages of performance. So we will discuss the technique of SPARSH and what are the practice that we need to do to have good grasp on it, and in various stages of performance how this is used. We will give brief demo in time span of 10 to 15 minutes. It is very difficult to showcase everything, but I will try to touch base on these aspects as I do in the other episodes also. So what is SPARSH? If you see SPARSH, in Bengali we call it SPARSHO, right, which is nothing but touch. So once our forefinger is on one fret, and if we hammer with the second finger on the next fret, then this technique is called SPARSH. So this is basically reverse of Krintan. Krintan, as we discussed in our last episode, this is Krintan. Now this is SPARSH. Once we are hammering with the second finger on the next fret while having the forefinger on the previous fret. As this is done, we cannot do that for very long distant frets. We have to do Ghazit like this, or with single finger it is Ghazit. If we can do it with second finger also, but that will be kind of partial Ghazit. So SPARSH can be done only on the consecutive notes or till the point we can stretch our fingers. For an example, Ni and Komal Re. We can do by keeping our forefinger on Ni, we can go till Komal Re. Maybe we will be able to go to Shuddha Re also. Let's see if I can stretch my fingers. Max to max Shuddha Re I can do. So the long distance, like two frets in between, with having a gap of two frets in between. For an example, Ni, Shuddha Ni to Shuddha Re, in between Sa and Komal Re, two frets are there. So at max I can do this. People with a longer finger might be able to cover more, but it is not essential to do that, or it is not mandatory to do that. Stretch a lot. So what we can do till we can stretch our fingers, we can go. For an example, Dhatu Komali, Dhatu Shuddhani, Dhatu Sa. So with Dhatu Sa is a struggle for me. Okay. Now this is the technique of SPARSH, and how we can practice this. Like that we can go. I will go back to our Purvi That, to which my sitar is tuned. Scale of Purya Dhanashri. And the Varna is always Arohi Varna, means lower to higher. If you do higher to lower, it will be Krintan, which we have discussed in last session. So it is always Arohi. Ni to Re or Ni to Sa. And Krintan is always Avarohi. Krintan cannot be Arohi. right? So when I say it Arohi, then I am talking about the Varna, means the block itself. Within that we are going from lower to higher, but overall movement of the blocks can go higher to lower or lower to higher. It can be Avarohi, Arohi anyway. Like we are going from Nire, then Vega, then Gama. So this overall it is Arohi Gati or Arohi movement and Avarohi movement. But within the block we are going Matudha, Dhatuni, Gatuma. So it is always Arohi. But overall movement can be Avarohi. Now this is only one repetition. You can do multiple repetitions. You can do 2, 3, 4 for your practice. You can do like that, you can go. Now, what is the practical implementation? In Alap, you can use this. You can use this in Jod, either in Jod or also in Jod type Vistar in Guts. For an example, in his Yaman LP, Ustad Vilayat Khan has used this kind of Vistar. Once he concluded his Alapang Vistar, then he started this kind of Vistar. I am just showing in Puriya Dhanashri because my sitar is tuned in Puriya Dhanashri. So this is SPARSH. That's it. Kirtan. Like this you can use to decorate your Masjid Khanigat or your Raza Khanigat. I am using this technique of SPARSH in the ornamentation of the composition also. Now there are very beautiful tan patterns with this technique. Ni re re sa ni sa, ni ga ga re sa re ni sa, ni ga ga re sa ni re sa. Mama ga re sa ni re sa. Mama ga re ni re sa ni sa. This kind of beautiful tan vistar in this pattern from Ustad Vilayat Khan Sahab and also Ustad Shahid Parvez. I have listened to many of their recordings and in their concerts also. this technique I have observed them to use. It's a very beautiful technique. Basically, you can use the same note pattern in gamak also. Ma da dha ba ma pa, same thing with spurs. Gama ga dha dha ba ma pa with gamak. Now gama ga dha dha ba ma pa with spurs. You can do a range of vistars with this. Very beautiful thing. But to achieve this beautiful thing, we have to practice this, and we have to practice this with consistency and perseverance. आज किया कल नहीं किया ऐसा ही नहीं चलेगा. We have to do every day with some certain number of repetitions, and above all we have to enjoy this. We have to feel this, the beauty of these techniques, this ornamentation. With this note, let us conclude today's session. And yeah, before we conclude, I wanted to show how you can use this in Ulta Jhala. So here we have discussed about the technique SPARSH and what are the practice that we have to do, and the practical implementation of this technique in the various stages of performance. I hope you have enjoyed this session. The sitar aspirants will be able to learn from this recording, and those who have not yet subscribed to our channel, please do that and click on the bell icon to get notification of all such uploads. And stay with us and see the future episodes, which will be very interesting and informative. Namaskar. Thank you.